How you doing? So today I have two questions. You don't believe me what I'm saying, what I'm telling to you, but these two questions are this year's questions from God. So please try to do these two questions in just 4 minutes. I hope you paused this video and you tried these two questions by taking only 4 minutes. Let's do together. They are very simple. The first one, they are talking about age questions. Age question can never be, exempted from Garden's sad questions. It can never be, internationally or locally. The second one is a proportion. It's just percent proportion question. You can do it. It's very simple. Let's try to do the first one together. As you can see here, the sum of ages of 5 children born at the intervals of 4 years each is 60 years. What is the age of the middle child? The first question you should answer is the question is what is asked in the question, okay? If you understand what is asked, you can answer 75% of the question. So what is asked? It's very simple. The question is the age of the middle child. How do we know that there is a middle child? Because the number of the children are 5. If the number of the children are 5, which means it's odd number, we can find the middle child. Let's find out. First, the given one. What are the given variables? The first given is the number of children, right? 5 children, right? 5 children. Second, interval, 4 years interval. The interval between the ages of the children, 4 years. And the last one, 60 years. 60 years is what? It is the sum of all ages. The sum of all ages, 60 years. Okay? Now these are the given ones. And what's the required? What's the required? The required is what is the age of the middle child, right? Which means it is the age of middle child. Middle child. To be exact, the third child. Because obviously, if there are only 5 children, you can understand that the middle means the third child, right? When you just put it in the sequence manner. Okay, let's try to do. Then, when you do it, right, the solution, when you do it, it's simply, you are going to figure out by saying that let x be the youngest child. Because what you have to understand is, if you start from the youngest child, consecutively, if you go to the oldest one, you can just put 4 years in the interval, right? So we should start by saying, let x be the youngest child, okay? Okay, if x is the youngest child, if there are about 5 children, which means that the second child must be x plus 4, right? Because there are about 4 years time interval between the first year, there is an interval of 4 years from the first child, right? That's why it's x plus 4. The next child must be separated from the second child by 4 years, which means that the third child must be x plus 8, the next one will be x plus 12 plus 4. This means that the next one will be x plus 16 plus 4. X, the youngest child, 4 years interval, 4 years interval, plus 4, 8, plus 4, 12, plus 4, 16. Now we are going to solve this one. Now, the age of all these children, totally we can find 60, right? The age of all children, the totality is 60, which means that x plus 4 plus x plus 8 plus x plus 12 plus x plus 16 is equal to 60. Right? These are the children's age. When you add them, we can find 60. We extract this from the question itself. Alright? Okay. Now, what we are going to do is simply solve this equation. X, 5 x's. Right? 5x plus 4 plus 8, 12, 12 plus 12, 24, 24 plus 16 is 40, is equal to 60. Alright? Now, when you just solve this, you can find 5x is equal to 20. 60 minus 40 is 20. Then, by 5, here, by 5, which means x is equal to, yes, by 5, 4. Now we find the value of x. It doesn't mean that we get the middle age child's age. Alright? We didn't. We just get the value of x, which means the youngest child's age. Okay. Now the middle child is where? 1, 2, 3. The subchild, right? 1, 2, 3. This is the subchild. The subchild, which means x plus 8, which means if you get x is equal to 4, which means 4 plus 8 is equal to 12. That's x. The next one, what percent of a day is 3 hours? It's a very simple question. What you have to understand is how many hours can a day have? How many hours? 24 hours. Okay. So if you understand that 24 hours belongs to a day, okay, now we're going to find out the proportion of 3 hours out of 24 hours, right? Which means that you're going to take 24 hours as 100%. Then 3 hours is equal to x. Okay? And crisscross, then you can find 3 times 100 over 24. If you solve this, you can find 300 over 24, which means that 12.5%. 12.5%. So we're going to find out 12.5%. Is it 12.5%? I don't think so, because it is by 2, 2 by 2, 30, let's just say by 2, 1 by 2, it's up to 50. Here by 2, 1 by 6, this is up to, yeah, 17 something. No, this is, no, it's a very small number. Here, 2, this is by 2, 1 by 2, 12.5. 12%. I hope you get it. I'll come up with another video another time. For now,